Poke check away, and now the counter. Here come the Caps. Kuznetsov gets loose. Evgeny coming down the middle, a shot, and it comes in over. He scores! He scores! Evgeny Kuznetsov wins it for Washington! It's off to the third round! The Demons have been exercised! Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Pittsburgh! We're going to Tampa Bay! The Capitals have done it! They slayed the...
Welcome back to another special weekend show of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your Hockey Coach Frenchy back in the booth today without Michael DeVilla. No, Michael does not work the weekend. It's normal. He worked too much during the week. But I'm going to hang in with you guys to this morning, 11 o'clock to 12. But before we start, be careful. Don't tell to anybody. Don't tell to anybody. But possible Coach Frenchy is back tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Don't tell to anybody. Keep it for you. 9 o'clock p.m. tonight. The Power Play show is coming back for a special night. And possible, we don't know. Maybe it's going to be a mega Frenchy quiz tonight. We're not sure yet. It will depend on my day, how it's going to work. If not, it's going to be a normal Frenchy quiz, but we're going to do a show tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. If everything turns around to be good, my schedule changed a little bit. I should be back from the rink about 8:30, so should be good to be here tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. We're going to talk about fantasy hockey tonight. Fantasy hockey. So we're going to start in to prepare your upcoming season, 2021-2022. We're going to talk about also the pressure. Which team in NHL have the most pressure to win the Stanley Cup? That's what we're going to talk tonight. Tonight is going to be more like open up. Just about what's going on around the league, but it's going to be more about you tonight. I want you to talk to me tonight more, and we can have any question about Abs, Panthers, Vegas, your team. And then I'm going to be there for tonight and until it's the end, until it's over. But that's going to do tonight. Fantasy hockey for sure. The pressure of who's going to win. Tonight, this morning will be also a fun. I like the Sunday morning because it's called the Fun Day Sunday morning, where we just open up, right? We have a good time here. No pressure. We just go around a couple of signatures happening yesterday in NHL. But today I'm going to start my first flashback players, and I will ask you about if you want ask me if you would like to hear from a flashback player, a specific player. I'm going to make a video for you. I'm going to make a video for the player you request. So today, my first player flashback, it's Stéphane Richer. I'm going to share with you. I'm going to make a video about him afternoon. It's going to be on the Hockey Nation Live Show. But I just want to share it with you what you think about my flashback players. And if you like the concept, I'm going to create 1 or 2 times per week this flashback. So that's what's happening. And of course, like we do at the beginning of each show, we have to talk to everybody, each one of you. But I have to start with someone very special this morning because I miss him. And I'm talking about him. Flipper in the house this morning is Wiki is wake up. He's ready to rock and roll the Sunday, August 8th. Oh, we are the 8th already. Amazing. That's crazy when we said that. We have about a couple more days before the season starts, but I just want to mention this to you. So let's start in with everybody. First of all, thank you so much, Patrice Bergeron, encore, one more time. You're the man. You will love you. You are awesome. You are awesome. You are amazing. First of all, we missed you yesterday morning. Some of you show up and some did not because I surprised everybody with a special weekend show this weekend. But thanks to be here. First of all, directly from Nevada. He is the man who is in the water, who is swimming. One days maybe go from, I don't know, from New York to London, swimming all the way across the Atlantic Ocean. We don't know. But we welcome back the prof, the teacher, the swimmer, Mr. Adam Bergie Burger. Directly from Parkland, he is the man, he is the monkey, he is the boy. We call him the Bud. Welcome back, Bud, the monkey boy. Directly from Montreal or from Canada, welcome back, Mr. Enor Tap. We need to find a sound effect for Enor Tap. You tell me what kind of sound effect you would like to hear Enor Tap. Now you're a regular in the show. We need to find something for you. So let me know about that one. We talk about hot dog. We talk about Phil Kessel right now in the chat. So thank you. Look like he's great. Mr. Right now, I don't know. He's still in Georgia. Or he's still back and home at the Coral Spring Parkland. I don't know. But we welcome back Mr. Michael Rosie Rosenblatt. We need to find another sound effect for Mr. Rosenblatt at some point. Need to find something. Directly from Montreal in Canada, Mr. Ronnie Odette. So, coach, I got a job as a coaching house league. Which hockey club did you find a job, Mr. Patrice Bergeron? Can you tell me which team? Are you talking about the Boulder Rough Riders or something like that? Ole, Michael, of course, we have this. Michael, busy. We have students returning to school tomorrow full-time. A little nervous. No problem, Adam. You're going to be fine. You will be great. I know you're going to be an amazing teacher, everything like that. By the way, Adam, can you tell me a little bit more what are you teaching, by the way? My niece and you wake up at 5 a.m. every day, and me and my mom are there babysit today. I'm exhausted. You should sleep, Michael, and let your mom doing this. Directly from Massachusetts, he's the Mr. Positive in the chat. We call him now the Tony Robbins chat guy, Mr. John Giga. We love you, Patrice Bergeron. We love you. We love you. Toronto have the pressure. That's a good point. He's my number 6 team. Number 6 on my. I'm coming with a power ranking pressure Stanley Cup next couple of days. But it's a great point about that. John Greger. Hello, Bobby Orr. I don't know about that one. But when we do start the fantasy, we're going to start this tonight talking about the players. We're going to create a league the next couple of days. The problem I get is like I have a maximum of 20 people. I maybe create 2 different leagues, but I'm going to give you the link of ESPN the next couple of days about that. But Michael, we want you to be a part of that part over there. Another tap, Guy Lafleur. Do I miss a question from someone? Get someone ask us something about this? I don't know what you talk. Michael, you can draft now. Patrice, flashback player, Rob Blake. You got it, buddy. I'm going to take a note about that one. Check about the one I'm going to talk this morning. Let me about this. You guys, you talk about old player. I don't know. If someone asked a question I missed. Mr. Zachary West in the house. Can we start a fantasy league? Yes, sir. We're going to start a fantasy league. It's called ESPN Under Hockey Nation Live Show. The link is up. I just need to send you the link at some point. I'm going to make a graphic about that. Put this about every time about like give me your email. I can add you. Yes, I would like that. Directly from Sarasota, maybe from Brandon, go all the way to Tampa. She maybe come back to Fort Myers and maybe stop at Naples. We don't know. Maybe Marco Island. That's maybe she is. I don't know where she at. One thing we know, she's on the West Coast, and Florida. We'll welcome back Kimberly Ina. That's a great point, Ronnie, about that one there. I'm going to talk about this is a mental illness. We're going to talk about Stéphane Richer this morning. Welcome back directly from Winnipeg, Manitoba. He's not the only one. He's always with the beautiful.
You are awesome.
Call it. Welcome back, Mr. Dan Ocean. Allez, Montreal. I'm a student success facilitator. I support students that need support. I deal with school-wide behavior, transportation, school buses. Awesome. Congratulations, my friend. Great to do that. Anyone wants to start a casual league? We're going to get there, Michael. How many people want to join a fantasy league? We're going to get there. No problem. Flashback player, Guy Lafleur, taking out the flower. It's going to be number 3. Send me, coach, maybe 15. We are going to be 20, buddy. Just text me, coach. I will do that, my friend. Mine, we're going to get there. 80 Shack, and Mr. Mustache. 80 Shack. What was the number of 80 Shack? Nobody knows. 80 Shack. Was it great? Talking about 80 Shack, about first of all, thank you so much for joining the game. Well, the game this morning, the show this morning. Secondly, don't forget to click on the likes, guys. Big news. We are. Don't tell anybody. 8. I think we are at this morning. I wake up. I think it was at 8. 8 subscriber to hit the 1,300 subscriber. We are on the road of the 15. Like I said, guys, I want to get 15 for the beginning of the October 12, 2021 for the show. We want to get more people. So we are at 15. We are at 1,292 subscribers before we start the show. Can we get the 1,300 today? That would be amazing. And one more step at what I'm thinking, 1,500 for the beginning, and go from there. The only thing is low is my videos. I need to get better. I need to get the algorithmic on my videos. I don't get a lot of videos viewer. That's something I don't know. It's a great, but I'm talking about that. I will invite you. Don't forget, every morning, 6 o'clock a.m., the YouTube channel ask a question to you every day. So you can jump in on the Hockey Nation Live show, click on the community bottom beside the video, beside the logo, and then click on it. Always a question about hockey. So you can get, today we talk about Sam Reinhart. The questions about how much money he should deserve, or he deserved to, for the upcoming contract. So you can jump on that one over there. You can see that. Don't forget, every day I'm create 1 or 2 videos. Today I make a video about the player I'm curious to watch for the upcoming season. I pick one per team. You can watching them. You can watching all the way that will helping. Click on the like. That'd be great. My video have to get at least 100 viewers every time. I cannot get this yet, but it's okay. Cannot be upset. No, cannot be upset. Anyhow, flashback. Well, Blake, Patrice, can you send me your number? Coach, and do answer your question. I think I'm coaching 15 years old. Which organization, Patrice? Is it like the Boulder organization? South Great coach John Gregan, no problem. They have 4 teams, and the Bruins leave the Rangers, the Canadiens, which I'm coaching. That's awesome. Padre Bergero's son, share this show with the hockey parents of your players. That'd be great. Thank you so much. What's Shaq number 23? You name it, Gotti. 123 number 80, Toronto 80 was the clown of the ice. He was a funny player, right? But he remind me a little bit the Red Kelly of the Flyers after that. Red Kelly was another player like this on the same prototype. After that, you got a little bit, I would say, Tiger Williams was another one funny with more like, physicality of fighting, a fighter. But yeah, it was the old time, but that's my generation. Don't tell anybody. I'm still young, 38. Don't tell anybody. But it's all good. So that's what happening, honestly. First of all, I always look, when I have not many people, I like to, salute everybody and talk about each one of you, because you're really the one make this show so good. I wake up this morning early, 5:30, and Every morning I do my meditation with my grateful list, typing and writing and everything. And I mentioned some of you on my grateful list, because without you, this is impossible. Without Patrice, and the beauty of this show, guys, you have people like Michael. He's 14, 15, 16 years old. Patrice is about 18, 19. Then you go with, we have a couple in 20, 30. Then you have the older like me here. And that's the beauty of what we are. It's not about the age. It's about to respect each other. It's about bringing fun together. I love the community where you're talking each other and you make friends all around the world. That's all about at the end of the day. So I just want to say to you, thank you so much for everything. It will be interesting. Tim Horton, do you want me talking about the Tim Horton restaurant, or you want to talk about Tim Horton as a hockey player? Just kidding. I took a note of this. I like that because I'm going to create at least 1 or 2 per week about that. And there's those players I never thought about this. That's great. I wish Oli Oniken and Roberto Lugo got a chance to play on today's Panthers team. I think we don't recognize. And I think for me, Okenen, guys, he was underrated players. I think Lugo was recognized, but I don't think so. We appreciate a lot Okenen. Have a chance to talk to him the last couple of years, because he was working on the same ring. Now he's coaching on overseas with COVID with Crivo, but I think he's good. I wish I could see him again. I don't think so. I pay too much attention to Hokinen, what I should do. Luengo was the one really I pay more about anything like that. 19 and drinking. Me 62. Here we go. Tim Horton coffee. Yes, right. Everybody loved the Tim Horton coffee when you go working in Canada. What does Michael coach? Michael is still at the school. He's only 15, Michael. So he's go to school. He's a U15. I coached him when he was 13, 1 year. When he played for the Panthers, I was there. So he was one of my players. I was coaching 2 teams and everything like that. So that's what we made the connection with Michael. And we was doing like a chalk talk every Thursday night, and sometimes we ask questions about hockey, and Michael was always the one at the top, always answer that question, everything like that. So Michael knows a lot about hockey, and that's make us here to be here. So congratulations, Ronnie. I'm sure he's a young 62 years old, buddy. What does Michael coach? Michael, even I know, is really more involved with real estate, like flip house. Honestly, his family or does it, wife in him. After that, he's involved with scout around the USA. He's a director of scouting for the Everett Silver Tips and the WHL. And then after that, he came from Toronto, everything like that. Now he live in California. That's pretty much, he live a savvy in our computer, everything like that. But it's really more about flipping house and everything like that. He work a lot in Austin, Texas. That's what he does, really. That's what I can, again, I'm not talking for him. He maybe give you a better answer. To be honest with you, that's only what I know, to be honest with you. I think you meet Michael DeVillano. Yeah, I got it. I apologize about that. I got it a little bit late, everything like that. So that's what happened. Like I said, it's a slow morning show. So we're going to jump in a little bit what happened yesterday in NHL. By the way, let me check in because I want to be sure I have this, guys. I want to be sure I got that one over there. All right. So I have a TikTok account. It's called @Frenchy. You can find me on the TikTok, and I create every day a short video. You can see also on the YouTube channel. Honestly, it's called the NHL News Today. Every day I produce a video. If you have some news around the league and NHL, you can find this on TikTok, or you can find this on Hockey National Show on my Twitter account or on the Instagram. So that's what we do about that one over there. I think, okay, hey, Cole, do you end up making membership? It's coming for the upcoming season. We wait to go through during the off season. Then we're going to start the season with fronting merchandise, membership, everything like that. And then we're going to create, of course, what's the fantasy league you're talking about, Michael Patrice? That's the fantasy, I don't know, the Hockey National Show. Coach, how was your reunion on Friday? Thanks for asking that. It was awesome. It's a team. You talk about the the special team in your life. That's what I got for 2 years. We're amazing people, amazing parents, amazing players, everything like that. They recognize me as a coach, honestly. But at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about the players. At the end of the day, without the player, you cannot be who you are if they don't perform, right? So at the end of the day, it was great to see people, because this honestly was last year. We did not go to national because the COVID situation. It was a little bit sad, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But it was fun to see everybody. All those players are the junior hockey league, or they all play now or go to college, and see they're growing as a human being. It's fantastic. We have a lot of amazing people inside this. Like, have the two kids inside that team. Adam are maybe one of the smartest kid in the world. Like, one right now, the kid is 19 years old. No, it's 19. He's going to be 20. He's the smartest kid in USA as a doctor. So he got an intern. So first of all, he got a full scholarship, $300,000 for the FU. Then after that, he got an intern with an office. Thirdly, now the university pay him $5,000 per month to go to school and to work. Now he go to that doctor office where they have about, I don't know, like 10, 15 doctors, everything like that. Now he's teaching those doctors. The kids is unbelievable. The kids is teaching those doctors to learn more about the robotic. I tell you right now, it's just like he was telling us a story about this. The guy is so humble. The guy he's humble. It's like, all right, it's no big deal. Like, the kids make about $5,000, go to school, scholarship is free, and it's just amazing to see this. So that's what kind of people it was when he did play for me. The kid could play AAA, but his education was a number one, and he wanted to play AA, but that's another story. But I just want to share with you sometime. Just amazing me. He created a pattern as saving kids inside a car. He got this a couple of weeks ago. He worked on this for 3 years. The kid is just unbelievable, to be honest with you. So thank you, Dan. Don't forget to click on the like. It's going to be Hockey Nation Live Coach is making. Yes, sir. About that one of that. Thanks again for this. Nice background, Coach. Yeah, we try to, recognize each locker room around the NHL. So every day I'm trying to create. Yesterday was Nashville. Maybe I get Edmonton for 1 or 2 days. Then I change in with a new team. I think it's fun to see that. I think it's pretty cool to see that. I go to LA, I have a hockey meet and breakfast, no problem. Predators enjoy still 9 o'clock there in Colorado. So thanks to show up this morning. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate a lot. Have an amazing, great day. Maybe see you tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. We'll be live again tonight, guys, about that one over there. So, like I said, we want to jump in a little bit about the news around the league. First of all, we are 65 days before the puck drop for the upcoming season 2021-2022. Eric Carlson, we have DKSR for the Detroit Red Wings. Then we want to mention the player was underrated, but was a member what I think she can. When you talk about the team won the Stanley Cup, you need front role inside the team. You have front player with a specific role. I think Andrew Shaw, he was underrated. He was doing the dirty talk, the dirty job for the Chicago Hawks. A little bit what the Goodrow and Coleman and Gord did. That's what Andrew Shaw did for Chicago for many years before he got traded to Montreal, then returned to Chicago. Unfortunately, the concussion make him to stop his career this year, retire now as a hockey player. But I think it was great to mention about Andrew Shaw. Again, it was 65 number today. We're going to be 64 tomorrow. I just want to share with you about that one over there. Coach, I read this morning Randy Timmons, Trevor brother, Twitter account. He spoke to Burroughs. They are thinking about the following line combo. Would be interesting what they said. I heard like Poland was involved with that part over there, but I saw something about Poland this morning. So couple of seniors yesterday, guy, will be quick on that one over there. It's coming for Anaheim Ducks. You can question about that. You can have anything you want to chat, bring on the chat. No problem about that one there. Atlanta weather, welcome back. I'm from Georgia. Yeah, so that's what I saw. Also, someone bring this to me. I just don't feel like Poland and inside that one over there. But the good thing about Poland's guy, he's a big guy, right? This is what? He's now 6'3", 6'4", I believe. He's not small anymore. And Hoffman, Anderson, I think that we're helping Hoffman about to get Anderson to pick up the puck retrieval over there. I like that one, to be honest with you. Drouin, KK, Kelly is pretty good. And Perrault, Evans, Army, I like it a lot. Also, said Norlander would be playing with Savard. Norlander, guy, is going to be the star to watch the training camp. I'm watching a lot Norlander. I think Johnny Golden talk a lot about him. I did some search. I'm going to talk about him the next couple of days. I have to make videos about him. I follow him a lot. The last 3 days, I put my energy on two players, Norlander and Poland. Poland is really quiet. We don't hear a lot, but Norlander guy have a great year last year, the SHL. Great defenseman, a good puck mover. I think that's one that Montreal needed. The problem is the traffic. What are you talking about? The ladder, the front of people. They have a lot of defensemen now. But Norlander is the next generation. He's not a big guy, guys. I think 5'10" maybe, 185 pounds. But I think he's a good puck mover, everything like that. So I think it'll be really interesting to watch him during the training camp for the Montreal Canadiens. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. We have about 13 likes. We have 11 people. Maybe let's try to get 20 this morning. That'd be great about that. The Anaheim Ducks was pretty busy for the Saturday afternoon. I don't know with Bob Murray. Does not work. He works during the weekend, but he decided to sign yesterday the center Isaac Lundestrom to a 1-year contract, a 2-week contract through the 21-22. Lundestrom last year, he's 21. First, he's born in November 6th. He got 15 points and and a 71 career game with the Ducks. The 187-pound score, 6 goals and 3 assists, 9 points with 14-minute penalty and 41 game last season with the Ducks. It's another one in what they need to step up a little bit more. He could reach that kind of potentially to become a good hockey player in NHL. I think he could have a chance to make the top 9 at some point for the Ducks. You know what's going on over there with Zegras and Drenstel. That's the way they are right now. They signed Kessler for 1 more year. But I think that's what they are looking for. I think Anaheim have a couple of great hockey players. I'm curious about how John Gibson's going to do this year. Struggled last year, Gibson, with injuries. One was his worst hockey season last year, so it'll be interesting how he's going to jump back next season. He was a 23 overall pick in 2018 from Mr. Lundestrom. Houses, okay. Barkov, Eleni raised around 194,000 short held kid for sport. Yeah, I saw the picture yesterday about that one over there. I see this about that. I know I'm kind of late to the show, but I'm serious for this season. Of course, Atlanta, you're never late. The fact you show up, the fact you click on the likes, you're already in. So we appreciate your help this morning. Secondly, never too late, all right, until it's over. So welcome back, and thanks for having you this morning about that. Yeah, the Laney and Barkov have that kind of annual golf tournament. I saw the picture yesterday, both of them. I look, it was like cold over there for what Laney was wearing. They was not in T-shirt, to be honest with you. But it's great to see those kind of players take time first of all, and then after that, to think about other people. And to have that kind of annual golf tournament, I think it's great to see this. And it's good to see those young men like 23, 24 years old try to help for sure. Talking about Anaheim, it's another one where I'm really curious about this kid. Full potential. It's a little bit what is Cody Glass for the Vegas couple of years. Now he's with Nashville. But Sam still never reached his full potential. I did, again, the same players. I apologize. I signed Isaac Lundestrom, but he was not Sam. It's Zam Steele. I apologize. That's a mistake for me. Still is 23 years old. I don't know. He's still holding back. I think he should have more potential. He played 42 games last season, 6 goals, 12 point overall. He was 30 overall pick, first round pick 2016. And now it's time for him to step up. Yeah, 45 point and 129 game in NHL. I don't know. It's a kind of player for me. Full potential, I think, is he have no reason cannot be a top 9 over there. There's no reason cannot be like Lundestrom, the next generation for for the Ducks over there with Zegras. So it'll be really interesting what he's going to do about that. Putting 6'2" and Nylander is 6 foot. Yeah, that's what I was wrong about the Nylander. I don't know why I see 5'10" for someone. I could, yeah. Poland, I know, was 6'2" to 6'4", something like that. I know it was big. Anthony Manzano, welcome back. Then the last signature happening yesterday for the Edmonton Oilers. That player look like he's a cat with 7 lives because he's always back somewhere somehow. He's rebound from one team to another team, from Chicago to the Panthers to the Vegas. Now he went playing overseas last season. Come back in the NHL. He's going to be with Edmonton. You know, he have some player guy. That remind me the Taylor brothers for the Los Angeles Kings, where they are great player in American Hockey League. They produce a lot of points in American Hockey League. When they go to an NHL, they can produce a couple of points. Then the consistency did not be the good happening for them. So the talent is great for the AHL, not good enough to be a full-time job in the NHL. That's a little bit what happening for Brendan Perlini, to be honest with you. I compare him also with Peary. That's another point about this. He's a big guy, 6'3", 210 pounds. He's a Switzerland. He played in Switzerland last year. He got 16 point, 21 game over there. He's a veteran of 239 game in NHL. He was a first round pick for 12 overall by the 2014 in NHL. So that's what happening for Pirelli, to be honest with you. Good morning, Mr. Frank Zalazar. It's funny, Mr. Michael Rosenblatt. What are you talking about? You're talking about this guy over there, right? Mr. Flying Fluffy. But great comments from you, Michael Rosenblatt, but don't tell anybody. He's going to be on the show August 24th. Yep, it's already done deal, buddy. It's already done. I talked to him a couple of days ago. He's coming to my show, to our show, August 24th, the Power Play show. That evening, he's going to helping us. He's going to talk about the Panthers. So you know that you have a show on the YouTube channel for the Panthers. So I know him. He's on my Twitter account. We talk each other a couple of times. He got Randy Moller. That's when we try to get Randy Moller the next couple of weeks here. But yep, I got it, Michael. It's already done, buddy. Thanks to mention that to us. So appreciate a lot. Anthony said, Coach, it puts let's see for trade for President. Do you think CANVA can change his mentality and the player set his way to change that? Anybody, not only CANVA, anybody can change a lane at some point. It's just to sometime the maturity will grow up inside of him, I believe, and then to surround himself with other players with a kind of the winning mindset and the mindset of leadership. They become a professional. I think the new generation, the generation of the hockey player. I just remember one time when I was at the meeting with, not a meeting, but my backpack was at the Sabres house one night, and we was talking about hockey. Everything I was listening more because I was just impressive to be in the same living room like Babcock. And he was talking about to become a professional. What it takes to become a professional. And that's always stuck in my head when he was talking about, we're a young team, but those kids have to learn to become a professional. They have to learn what it takes. They have to learn about to show up every day with consistency. You have to learn to show up early in the morning. They have to learn to stay a little bit longer on their ice. They have to learn to what it takes, honestly, to become a real leadership, but also a great teammate, and bring that kind of leadership to the others. And that's what I was talking all constantly about this. And that's what Patrick Laine, for me, he's missing right now. I think not only CANVA, but if he was like in Panthers example, I think surround himself with Barca, Roberto, and those kind of older player with that little bit older, but also they know their what it takes to be a professional with a coach like Kenville that will help him for sure. That's what I think. I don't blame him a lot on Columbus. I think it's a part of 50-50, him and Tortorella. But I'm curious. It's funny because he's another player I'm looking for the upcoming season. I think he's on my list. I need to check, but I think he's on my list for my 30 players curious to watch next season. So I think it's a good statement for you, buddy. And really, really, I agree with it about that one over there. Who is Fly Flutie? He is a very good Panthers YouTube. Yeah. Coach, how do you compare Norlander with goalie Brooke Eleskinen? Oh, they're different. I think Norlander's goalie is a little bit bigger, I believe. Brooke is a little bit similar to him, but I think for the four you mentioned to me, he's maybe the best on the puck mover. Leskinen wasn't impressive with the Montreal Canadiens last season when he played. But I think overall Norlander is really more offensively oriented. Cooley will be interesting to see him. He still play at a younger level. WHL, you have that kind of leadership, big guy. Brooks, another one, is developing in Laval, so it'll be interesting to see him. I'm looking for Iris for the Northeastern University, but I think for me, Norlander is the really, really one I expect a lot about him. A little bit what Romanov was expecting, but that's kind of player I'm looking for. Norlander, guys, you have everything to become a top four players, not next year, the next couple of years. You have no reason to be a defenseman number 3, number 4 in NHL. That's what I'm looking for him, to be honest with you. Anthony, coach, do you think it's harder to coach a kid is better? Can Moses is play at the same position because he played in the professional league when he was at 8 in each? Do you think it's harder to coach a kid, is better than Moses Spear? I think for me, it's not like it's harder. The fact is everybody have a different mindset, right? And every time you go up at 10 years old, 12 years old, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, whatever they are, you reach your limits, you reach your skill, and you're always someone better to you at any level. You have always someone better. It's easier when you have a good skill talent. It's getting harder when the competition is better. And that's what the guy go through this, is they have confidence in themselves. They believe in themselves. And then you never, never, never compare to anybody. And anything you do in life, in sport, at job, at business, at school, on YouTube channel I'm doing right now, I cannot compare myself with anybody else. Because I want to bring my own brand and my own culture, the way I see what I enjoy the most. So I start to compare myself with the take hockey guy from Toronto. He's about 40,000 people. But he have his own star. He maybe started this 3 years ago. And I cannot compare to him. If I compare to Krabby Tech, he have like 47,000. I cannot. The hockey guy, he have 200,000 people. I cannot compare to them. The only thing I can compare is myself. And when I see myself, I need to get better every day. I need to bring more contents, better videos, a better camera, a better language, a better this, a better thumbnail, a better edit your video, a better description of this, and bringing a membership, bringing everything like that. And that's what you compare yourself that way to become better every single day, to become the best version of yourself. That's you stay in the line. And when you start to compare yourself with others, that's you mess up. And some players have a difficult time with that part. Or sometimes players have a difficult time to realize they cannot be better to another one. And usually, it's not too much happening anymore. But still have some problems, struggle with their mindset, everything like that. And that's, unfortunately, it's hard to see this. But if you're the player, like you talked about Laney earlier, if this player is surrounding himself with a good coach, I think one is doing well is Rob Brind'Amour. Rob Brind'Amour have that kind of the facility of communication. The players looking for, take care about me, coach. I have been there, I'm a coach, so I know. So you have to take care about it. Like example, I have Rosenblatt. So Rosenblatt played for me. He got hurt at some point. But at something, you have to talk to him. You have to talk that kind of relationship with the players. I show to them what your expectations are, and show to them what I believe on you, what you can become, that kind of players. But again, it's a communication relationship between the coach and the players. And that's the coach use that method or that direction is going to be more successful. And that's what makes Rob Brind'Amour one of the best coach in NHL. That's the reason you talk about double with the football from Grinson. All right, Dabo is the reason why he make the team is successful. The relationship he got with the players, the guy learned to take there. So that's what's happening about that one there. Would it be cool to have a show on STEELE Bus next year? Yeah, it's coming very soon about that one over there. Usually I do this at the end of the year, but yeah, I'm getting all the information. If you tell that you want to get a countenance about certain things, no problem with that part over there. That would be great. McDavid, I've waited application for a 1-year contract extension. That's happening this morning. That's under RVFA. You're going to get a more player this year. This week, going to get the contract done before the schedule. The open up schedule is August 11. I'm not remember who it was on the first one. Do I have this? No. So, but that's what happening. Honestly, thanks, Tad, to mention this. McDavid was the only player right now on the RFA for the Montreal Canadiens. I can recall it now. Is Kotkaniemi. That's pretty much what they have. Otherwise, it's pretty much done after that. Don't forget to click on the likes. We have 15. Let's try to get 20 tonight. This morning. That'd be great. All right. So first, I'm going to talk about my Stefan Richer flashback. And I want you to give me some feedback at the end. Tell me what do you think about the way I did it. I'm going to go quickly. You're going to have a video a little bit later today or tomorrow morning, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. But what I did, I figure out what they did as a hockey player. So he was a 29th overall pick in 1984 for the Montreal Canadiens. He's a right wing, shoot on the right, 6'2", 215 pounds. He played for 5 different teams: Montreal, New Jersey, Tampa Bay, St. Louis, Pittsburgh. And he signed with the Washington Capitals, but he never played game. What? He never played game. So I'm going to talk about this. First of all, with the Montreal Canadiens, he won 2 times the Stanley Cup in 86, 85. He won 2 times the Stanley Cup. He won the 85, 86 with the Montreal Canadiens, or 86, yeah. And then he won the 1995 with the New Jersey Devils. He's the only player with a Guy Lafleur to score twice, 2 times season of 50 goals for the Montreal Canadiens. He was part of the All-Star game in 1990 in NHL. He has 10 hat trick. That's what he did. But you can see his career on the left graphic from 84, 85. He played only 1 game. But you can see he was a pretty power forward with a lot of points. You can see 65 game and 85, 86. I'm not going to go year by year but the video is going to go all those information. But you can see 50 goal in 1987, 88 after they won the Stanley Cup. After that, he played 8 game and power play, 12 points. After that, he played for Montreal 3 more years, and he scored another 51 goal in 1989-90. He played 9 games on the playoff. He have 10 points, 7 goals. Then he got traded. And he got traded. It was a great trade for the Montreal Canadiens because they traded him with Tom Chorsky for the captain Kirk Muller. And that's the reason why the Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup in 1993. Muller was one of the biggest players inside that team over there. But during the time he played for New Jersey, guys, he played like 5 years. And he had like 29, 38, 36, 23 goals and 20 goals over there. And then after that, he got traded back to Montreal against Light O'Dillon. O'Dillon was a great hockey player, He was a bottom 6 defenseman, 4-5-6. Physicality was good. Just a good, smiling every day, this guy, if you remember him. So he got traded to 96. Then after that, he got traded from the Montreal to Tampa Bay with Darcy Tucker. One of the worst transaction for the Montreal Canadiens. Trade him and Tucker and Wilkie for Poulin, Ulanov, and Vukota. It was terrible to watching those players for the Montreal Canadiens. You can see he played more games, but I just want to mention this to you. And 2001, he signed as a UFA with the Capitals. He never played any game with them. And he did not play any game in 2000. Then he signed as a UFA for the Pittsburgh. And then he got traded at the deadline to participate to the playoff with the New Jersey Devils in 2002 in March. And then finally he got retired during the season 2002, 2003. We never know. What everybody remember as a Stéphane Richer, guys, it was his depression. Early age, little bit remind me a little bit Jonathan Drouin for the Montreal Canadiens. He struggled with the depression, mental illness at young age. The pressure was unbelievable in Montreal Canadiens. He still continues to perform over there. But he really struggled him with a double personality, I can call it, as a player who struggled with depression, everything like that, up and down swing mode, everything like that. So that's remember what happening. During his career, 17 years, he have 1,054 game, 421 goals, for 819 points. But again, I like this fact. He scored 53 goals, guys, and 134 game and power and playoff. That give you an idea. He was really great during the playoff for that part of there. So Stéphane Richer was a flashback. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to go through what I'm going to do during the video, but just give you an idea. That's what I'm going to build. It's called a flashback players from the Hockey Nation Live show. I think it was appropriate to see this. You can see his stick, Sherwood, 9950. That remind me my old time when I play hockey. So just give you an idea about Stéphane Richer, about that. Let's go back a little bit. Coach, by the time Alexander Barkov finishes his career, do you think he's going to be past time Saku Koivu at the best forward for the country, Finland? He's already past Saku Koivu on my mind. The problem to passing Teemu Selänne would be more about the goals, but I think Parga would be the best, top 3 best player in the country when he's going to be retired for sure. But he's already in front Koivu as right now on my point of view about that one. Koivu has a good career in hockey, but not great like Barkov already. And Selänne, look, this is an extra. We talk about a Hall of Fame. Barkov is going to be a Hall of Fame one day. But really good question, similar at him for sure. Amazing goal scorer with a great size. I agree with you in our tap about him. Did not Steve Shutt score 50 goals and another time? I don't think so. I have to look about this. But for what I heard, the only time a 2 player did it was Guy Lafleur and Stéphane Richer. For what I know, I could be a good one. A good coach for me, Ken Smith is player. You cannot hockey, but never be a winner of this mission. The best way to make a player build himself. I agree with you about that one, about running. Good statement. Can you please read my comments from before? I just did it, my friend. I apologize. I was talking about Stéphane Richer. Then after that, catch up with everything. But good question, Anthony. I really like it. Would Richer make it Hall of Fame? You know what? When sometimes, guy, you impress me a lot because when I said 1,024 game or 51 game, and I said 420 goal, and I said he's still not there, Hall of Fame. And I think it would be hard for him to go in the Hall of Famer. I think the fact he was a depression, everything like that, his health problem, everything, it was a little bit make people a bit holding themselves. But I think he should be at that level. At 421 goal, guys, I think at that moment he's the number 83 scorer that has the most goal in NHL. 83 or 89 are the history in NHL. So he's at the top 100 guys with 421 goals. Just give you an idea how he did very well in NHL. 398 assists also. So it'd be interesting if they were going to make it. I think it's start to be late. But for me, it was one of the best scorer and the best offensive players that Montreal never have all the year. I think Stéphane Richer was like unbelievable slap shot, great release. It was unbelievable for me. I remember him, honestly, it was my time, was like a bit older. And then, the time they won the Stanley Cup, it was a part of the piece for sure. Rishi could be in as 500 score. Yeah, I agree with you. If not that kind of problem he got, everything like that, it's friend problem with sometime with his personality with coach. Talk about, I don't want to say it this way, but you talk about Patrick Laney mindset or problem behavior. Rishi, sometimes he was that kind of people. It was hard to deal with. That's what I heard. Honestly, I did not have personally, but he when he wake up in the morning, he don't feel good, he will show it, right? I talk about strong mindset, negative. That's the one. He struggled a lot. Mindset about performing night after night, whatever he scored 400 goal, to believe himself. That's why he's got his depression, right? When you got those depressions, because you got a lot of pressure from the people, the reporter, the fans, everything like that. So it's not easy to play Montreal as a French Canadian. Coach, there are rumors going around that apparently the Raiders are the favorite for land Jack Eichel. I don't know about this. It's like everybody can accept this. It's all depends on Kevin Adams when he's going to accept how much he want to give for Eichel. Will be interesting. Can he trade this week, or we'll see about that. Coach, I'm not sure as you'll be believing these rumors, but apparently the New York Rangers are the favorite to land. But they have been since the beginning one of the team looking for him. I would not be surprised, guys, a team get Eichel and we do not expect. That's my feeling. A team is very quiet now, we don't know, and then boom, they get him. That's what I'm thinking could happen to Jack Eichel. So those guys like Boston, Rangers, maybe Wall was mentioned to him. I don't think so. There would be a team like you don't hear nothing, then you get him. I would not be surprised this could happen. Could be wrong. Shots scored 16, then 49, 45. Yeah, 60 years, I remember the 60 goal. In my opinion, Anthony, I think Eagles stay in Buffalo. This is very difficult for how. Adam, I will be honest with you. I don't think so. I don't see Jack Eichel wearing again his number 9 for the Buffalo Sabres. I think he hated it. He does want to get out. He's going to not play. He will refuse to play. He will fake his injury. I don't know. He will do everything to not back with that location. And again, I don't think so. Would be welcome back home. The locker room would be ugly, and I don't think so. It's good for the team to get him back. That would be my opinion. But again, it could happen. Adam, I'll be honest with you, but I feel like it's not going to happen. Schwarber is Hall of Fame, definitely. One of the best defensemen scorer as a power play. I think if not a top 3, he should be close. But Schwarber is going to make the Hall of Fame one day. Yeah, but I think he's close. But the monkey, 100%. Baby Jack Eichel at the trade deadline. It would be too late. It would be trade before that. Coach, will you be surprised if the team in the Panthers that trade for? Not at all. I would be surprised completely. Bill Zito, guys, he have a plan. And the plan is to keep what he has right now. He will not trade for Jack Eichel. He's not going to trade for some kind of player like this to destroy what he has already. He have a great, great team on his hands right now. He just add a couple of the piece of the puzzle. A Chara could be a great asset. A Giordano at the trade deadline would be a good asset. Bottom 6, we don't think about that one. I think a Rankeslav at the December and the February, it could be a great asset. What? A guy like him at the bottom 6 for the trade deadline, if the Panthers are one of the top 5 players team at the trade deadline, expect that kind of veterans like him is coming to the Panthers at the trade deadline. That's my suggestion. That's my way of thinking. I could completely be wrong here, but that's what I'm saying. I think his next thing to do right now is to sign Sam Reinhart. I think he'll get surgery, then he can move to the trade deadline. It's a little bit what I said a little bit about the monkey, where he's going to be having an injury, he's not going to play. But for me, he will not wear again the jersey back on the ice. That's my point. But you're absolutely right about this. It won't happen. The last time, coach, 2 players on the same team scored 50 goals on the same year. Oof. The 650 goal. I'm guessing right now, Pittsburgh. I don't want equal is somewhat of a cancer in the locker room. Yeah, exactly. The locker room, I was to be ugly if the Sharks locker room with Kane. A couple of players rumor that one, they don't want him to come back. That's something that would be hard to trade again. I think for me, it would be, I don't know how you call it, like out for a couple of months, like, the NHL make him on the application problem, everything like that. You have a professional people take care about this. You have to be out for a couple of months, everything like that, to let this get out closely. So I think there'll be something, but I don't see which kind of team can pick it up right now at that moment. If Corey Perry, Hall of Fame, Corey Perry guy have an amazing, great years at Anaheim Ducks. He have a great score, 50 goal over there. That's someone I would take an up. I'm going to make a flashback with him. Great question. He's going to be close. He's going to be really close if he's not get it. We have a great career, guys, in the NHL. Was really dominated with Rankin-Slav for years with Anaheim Ducks. So it'll be really interesting about Keaton Jenkins in the house. Welcome back. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great. Kenny is not going to play with the shot. I would not be surprised, Michael, about that one over there. It's another Jack Eichel problem at that moment, and I think that would be something I think that would be not good for him. But again, what he can be traded and who can want him, that's another thing. Like Tony and Angelo, right? It takes about 6 months before you find a team. That's something could happen with Kane for me. I think a team would take a chance with Evander Kane at the right time, like D'Angelo did for me. Do you think anything would pick up Kane? That's my problem. I'm not sure yet it will happening because the carry-on stuff happening. Jake Vertonen right now, it's another player. I think he's still on the UFA. Could be a good pick. Look like the paperwork with the court is done. It look like it's getting better and better for him. I think Vertonen could be a good asset for a different team in NHL, but we'll see about that. Do you think anything pick up? Montreal Lafleur is shot. Two teams in the same team, possible. I thought it was a Pittsburgh with Jagger at some point, but yeah, absolutely right. I did not look about this. Michael was maybe bad. When the Perth went to the Perry went to the, yeah, I agree with you. And the next 3 years, do you think that McDavid could request a trade with a conditional playoff disappointment? I don't see this yet, right? He signed up for until 2026, I believe. Could be wrong, could be longer, but $12 million. I don't see this yet. At that moment, in the next 3 years. Now, we talk about in the future where we don't know what could happen in the next couple of years, right? We don't know what the Oilers is going to do, what they're going to accomplish next year, everything like that. You talk about pressure team. Oilers have a pressure team right now to win the Stanley Cup. They have a big run. So really interesting about this. Perry is a Hall of Fame for sure. For sure. Can I say this for sure? Let me check something for you guys. I will give you an answer right away. Perry guy have 386 goals and 1,094 games. You have 818 points. That's limited like what Stéphane Richer did. Right? So that's what he did. Now, I want to mention a player like him in NHL in the past. Have the same similar winning there. He participated for 4 times at the All-Star game. Right? He won the trophy. He won the championship 2007 Anaheim Ducks. He won the Stanley Cup. He won the Art Memorial Trophy as an MVP 2010-11. He won the Maurice Richard with most of the gold in 2010-2011. That's really he was, right? Usually they give me kind of players like him. Similar scoring like him. Zach Parise, Henrik Sedin, Mogilny, Zetterberg, Bernie Jovion, Jeff Carter, Patrick Elias, Claude Giroux, and Vincent Lecavalier. I'm talking about the adjusted point about him over there. So they give you an idea. Paul Carrier is another one over there, close to him, about that one over there. Some of them are going to be in Hall of Fame. One you said, I'm sure. He have a chance to make it for sure, right? But I'm sure he's going to make it. I'm still not sure. I could be wrong about that one a bit. It's a great asset right now. It's great we talk about him. Look, Richer 421 goals. He has 386. So it will be interesting if he can get it about that one there. Almost 800 points, at least one. You have more of the game in our tap, like I mentioned to you a few minutes ago. He has like 1,090. He's almost at 1,100 game for 818 games. So that gave him 18 points. That's gave him an average of what, 0.7, I believe. So, you know what I mean? Like 8 maybe. I don't know exactly. I have in front of me. But I think that would be, it's not sure yet. That's my point here. I would not consider him, he's going to get it right away. I think it was going to be close to that one. If she can really make it, Perry will make it. Possible. Has a defenseman ever win a Rocket Richard? Has a defenseman win a Rocket Richard? That's a good question. So the most goal per defenseman, I don't see on my memory about that. The only thing I would say one time, Paul Coffey have a lot of goal one year, right? Let me check something about Paul Coffey. Coffee with a Y, not a E. It looked like he never won the Maurice Richard. The Maurice Richard, by the way, is a trophy, guys, was not recognized like not long time ago. It's not like a trophy like forever. He won the Jim Norris Trophy 3 times as a defenseman, but I never see winning winning this one over there. You talk about, talk about 40 goals. He has the most, 48 goals. That was the one I was thinking about. Yeah, 48 goals and 85, 86. I'm sure Gretzky had like 92, maybe. I don't know. But this is a good question. I cannot see this. Congratulations, Caden. The problem in Montreal, the French Canadiens, the English Canadiens, they were too clean in the locker room. Yeah, that's happening about him for sure. Guess what? I had to get Colette. Say hi, coach. Then say hi to Colette. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great. Yes. About Tuukka Rask. Rask have an amazing, great career, guys. I think it's another player, I believe me, is underrated. Why you say that, coach? Because he played amazing, and he played under other great goaltender in NHL. So, what you talk about? So, you have a lot of, he's a guy who was 21 overall pick in 2005. He showed up the same year like Carey Price. So, he played under Carey Price a lot of time, what everybody was considered as. But his goal average, guys, is 2.27 and a save percentage 9-1. The guys is unbelievable. So, just give you an idea, him versus Price, and I'm going to make I can show this on another website, but Price 700 game, you have 360 goal win also, guys. 2.50 for Carey Price. So, he's about 54 game less win as Carey Price, but his stat is better to Carey Price. So for me, Rask is in. But Presky will be a really interesting what he's going to do after this year. He's been there with a 2 trophy win, Vezina, I believe, and he carried on that team. He was looking good for a couple of years. Can he have all the number to make it? That's what would be my problem about him if he can make the Hall of Fame. I love those questions, by the way. I think it's pretty good we talk that way. I think it make us to thinking and to figure out about that one. I love those questions. Like tonight would be like something like that. We're going to talk about, talking about everything tonight. That's what we're going to do, to be honest with you. Purple Skipper now 538. You have 297 win. So he's at 2.56, 0.916. He's going to be close, honestly. But again, he won the Hart, I think, one time also. Now he won the 2 time the Trophy Vizina, and 12-13 and 16-17. So another goaltender where he's going to be on the borderline for me. When Rask could be in Hall of Fame, he was still at Maple Leaf. It's hard to say that, right? You never know what kind of player could be one direction to another direction. Sometimes a player get better number because he play with the right team, everything like that. So if you play with a bad team, that affect your number for sure. But Carey Price would make it for sure. For me, Rask is going to make it. He have a great run. Send him with the goaltender of the Boston Bruins, everything like that. So for me, he's all in, to be honest with you. Could be wrong, but for me, he's part of the Hall of Famer, everything like that. Well, we're going to make a video the next couple of days because the NHL back off on the Hall of Famer for 1 year because of COVID. They're going to be back. I'm going to mention this. I think Rick Nash now can be, and Zetterberg is going to be part of this part. By the way, don't tell anybody, but tomorrow morning on the YouTube channel question, it's about Zetterberg and Rick Nash. So watch this tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock a.m. Do you think Andrew London is a real deal? You're welcome, Danny. Appreciate that. And the Andrew London, he have all the full potential to make a good deal in NHL. He's going to be legit. Now, you never know what is going to happen, but Lundell is going to be a top 9. He's going to be, that's the point here is, can he become an Huberdeau? That's my question. Can he become that kind of player? I'm not sure. But he have all the full potential, all the talent, all the skill to become the top 6 in NHL. If you have Barkov, I think he's going to be a great second center in the next 3 years if he reach his full potential. He's always going to develop, but you have a great snap, a great snapper. You have a good shot, good stick angling. It's a learning process to be patient a little bit, but you have all the things to make a good hockey player in NHL. I think he was a little bit of steal. I think he was a 12th-round pick. I could be wrong. I think he has that kind of overall pick around. So I think it's a good question, by the way. I love this kid. He played very well during the junior. Can he make the team this year? I think he's going to have all the chance. A little bit like Norlander, he's going to have all the chance. Can he make it? We don't know yet, but would be interesting about that one over there. Now, on all the prospects they have, Epionemi and also Derisenko, I believe Lundell have the most potential to have a great career in NHL in my book. Rask hopefully come back from Israel, okay? Yeah, that'll be interesting to see him. I think right now for him, it's more about the family. I would be surprised. I don't know. That's another Weber situation with Rask. What's going to be his desire? What is the situation happening with Boston at that time of the year? Can he make the playoff? That's Olmark doing an amazing, great year with it. Got swimming struggle. That would be something to watch at some point during how the developing of the season of Boston Bruins will make Rask to come from that. Would be interesting to see. Would you be surprised, Coach, to surprise him, end up 8 at the Panthers to get Jack Eagles? I'll be shocked. It's not Bill Zito, not sure. It's not what Bill Zito does. You go to lose Huberdeau. Do you want to lose Huberdeau for Eichel? You want to lose Ekblad for Eichel? That's going to ask. Then after that, I'm not including a first-round pick and then also a prospect. Lugo is definitely Hall of Fame. You nailed it. You got it, my friend Bada Monkey. Coach, don't forget we have Sam Renat. So that moves Sam to the third line center. Now he's going to be a top 6 winger. And you're going to move down to Claire on my book. And that will be moving maybe Arvis, second winger. And then maybe Renat top over there. But right in my book, he's a winger right now as a center. And if it was a center, I think now Bennett become a third center. He's a better to Sam Bennett. See, Balamonkey answer already. Do you think Carey Price would be in Hall of Fame? Completely 100% right there. Sam is playing right wing with a backup will be most likely. You got Balamonkey is a man. I don't need to answer anymore. You guys, you answer. Dan, no question. Michael, don't. Dan, he should be. Here we go. I'm sorry I'm late and miss you, Coach. Hi, everyone. How is good? Rusty Spooner. Welcome back. Don't forget to click on the likes. You guys, you're amazing to show up every morning. And I really, really appreciate your collaboration every morning. You guys, you answer each one of you. That's awesome. I love it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not an expert, guys. You already know what hockey is all about. Bennett and Obi have a great line chemistry. Yes. About that one over there. Because that's what you do does not play with Barkov. Is they want to sharing and split. They have a better 2 line over there. That's the reason he does it. All good. Thank you, Rusty. Glad to see you aboard. Just got here. Johnny Golden. Welcome back. For the people just show up, don't forget, we are back tonight. Special weekend with Coach Frenchy. Coach Frenchy is back tonight, 9 o'clock. Was not to be there. My schedule opened up. At least something happening. I'll be live tonight, 9 p.m. We talk about fantasy hockey tonight. We talk about mega Frenchy quiz possible. We're not sure I can have a good time to do it. If not, we're going to talk about fantasy. But we're going to talk what we're doing right now. Talking about hockey. Question, everything like that. So we look forward to see you. Don't forget to click on the likes. That would be awesome. We're looking for 20 today. Can we get 20? Coach, are your honest opinion about Zach Parise or Ren Sutter have the prediction to be first ballot Hall of Famer? I think Sutter have better chance compared to Parise. Parise have a couple of years struggled most after that. Ren Sutter was on the top, good defenseman. It's not good to get the first year. But they're going to be really interesting about that one. And on my opinion, Sutter have a better chance compared to Parise. Parise is going to be borderline to make the Hall of Fame, by the way. Hey, Coach, do you think that the Oilers have a new player? What? Hey, Coach, do you think that the Oilers have new players? But, the last time it was like Hyman, honestly, the big signature over there. I don't think so. They're looking maybe to get a goaltender the next couple of days or weeks. I think Kudubin is on their targeting right now. I think a goaltender will be a good situation for them, maybe a bottom 6. But it'll be interesting to see that over there for sure. Hit the likes and on top. Thank you so much. John Gregor, that's good. Need a couple more likes. Thank you so much, Johnny. First line, Verhey, Barkov, and Renard. Second line, Huberdeau, Bennett, Duclair. Third line, Vedreno, Lundell, Tibet. And fourth line, Magical, Orvis, Extra, Tim. Not agree with you about that one over there, Michael. You cannot put Orvis 4 line. That's not work. Orvis have to be the top 6. I'll be really interested what Maman is going to do there, by the way. I think Marchman is going to maybe lose his job at some point if Marman's doing well. But do it again, the same over there, and Lundell is going to be dropped to 4 line if he's still in the lineup. I think Stimson would be in the Hall of Fame, of course, Dan, for sure. Would be surprised Spicer Knight start the game now because that's Canville. But if he was another coach, I would say he would not start the game number 1. But I think for the benefit of everything, it will maybe more chance to see Purposely start. Move Tippett to the second, better to develop Tippett. No, you don't move him a second for sure. Where do you put him because the top 6 cannot move? Michael. I'm not sure this question. What the other position does always play? He play only right wing. People said Northerner has a chance to crack the lineup. I thought he was to play in Europe one more year. Johnny's confirmed he's back with Montreal now. And I was looking about this recently. And I remember, like I said, was not sure because the bubble year was not sure it was confirmed. But now he's going to play in the American Hockey League or the Montreal Canadiens. You have a chance to be a part of this. Always play with Huberdeau in our tap. Which line do you see doesn't go 8 on see if you start the season with the Montreal with the Panthers? 4 line if he made that team 4 line. I'm saying the top 6 I have is better without Ori. I said the top 6 I have better. I don't think so, Michael. I don't think so. If we trade Veneto, we can. At that moment, I don't think so. What are the top 20 best team? Okay, then we're going to have too long time to answer that. Come back tonight and we'll talk more about that. That will be another problem. I've not realized how good our depth is until now. That's true. I agree with you about that one over there. It's a good question. How far away are the Sabre fight relevant, coach? I see 6 year minimum. Is that too ash? Not at all. They are the rebuilding right now. 7 points a row. I don't know. It's not looking good over there. It's sad to say that, but it's a minimum 5 years for sure. And I don't see how they can do that. The culture, the brand, everything has to get out. I think it's time to sell the team without that one. Go back to Michael Rosenblatt, all right? Verhey, Barkov, Orvis. Renard is good. Huberdeau, Bennett, Orvis, right there. Then you get line 3, you get Venetro, Duclair, and then you can put Lundell or Tippett over there. And then the 4 line, that's why you get that Lundell, Tippett with Marshman and Achiri. And I always said, why you want to get Orvis there with Duclair, Bennett, and Huberdeau? Because you need to get puck retriever over there. You have the guy right now to get the puck retrieving and forecheck with Bennett. That line, because Duclair cannot finish it. Duclair struggled to finish it, get speed. If you put Duclair with Venetro guys together, that line is going to be great. I think I would put Tippett with them because Tippett is a sniper. I would drop Lundell. I will not try to burn too much quicker at the beginning with Lundell right away. At least you have an amazing, great training camp. But that would be my situation for that situation for them, to be honest with you. I'm saying the top 6 starting. I agree with you about the bottom 6. I think they look better. What I think. How far, Coach? Have you ever, Michael, ever thought to doing what is a video for the NHL term of the continents? Ever thought doing what is the video? We cannot create any video for the NHL. Unfortunately, it's a copyright, so we cannot show videos. Like I would like to show games or teaching system and teaching you what the player should do, should be, should go. It's not that, unfortunately. If we trade Veneto, we can do a Verbakov, Renard, and I don't see why you would trade Veneto. What do you want to trade Veneto for who? Further still need another top 4 defense oriented for a cup as well, constant goaltender. I would not be too much worried about the goaltender situation in our top. I would think they will need a better top 4 of what they have. That's a great statement about that one. The goaltending situation, I'm not too much worried at that one. I think Lobel will have a Jack Hughes kind of first year. Really low, yes. But because the player they have in front of him, Jack Hughes played almost 20 minutes per game or 16 minutes or something. I have to figure out. I need to find out. But the time of use it was more because usually have not many players in front of him. Now with Lundell, he's going to play behind those 2 lines, maybe 3 lines. So the time is not going to get a fresh year. Expect more Lundell for what Lafreniere did last season. If you want to compare like this, check more Lundell. Hughes didn't have a lot of points, but he have more minutes. Lafreniere is where Lundell you should compare. Who is the top 10 worst team Are you talking about the 10th worst team in right now, or are you talking about on Easter? I think, Michael, disagree. It's not. Yeah, I disagree with myself too. I think Pavelski, but also the Spencer Knight to be a backup or Drigger. I think the goaltender situation is pretty solid. I would not be worried about that. But I think Enordap nailed it when he said they need a top 4 for sure. What line would you put Hoffman on? Johnny is like, he's going to be a top 9. It's just the situation. Who do you play again? Who do you play for, at home on the road? I think at that moment, so where do you fit Hoffman with which center and which winger? And that's the problem you're going to get about that. I think for me, I would start Hoffman with Gallagher at the beginning like that and see after that. I think Kokonemi could be someone around him, honestly. But I would not touch Hoffman yet with Zuski and Caulfield. But because the defensive zone. But whatsoever, Caulfield is pretty good on the zone. But something I will have to look about that one over there for sure. That's a good question, Johnny. I have to go deeper. What line would you put Alexi on the term of the 3-line coach for the Panthers? I just mentioned about that. I don't know if I answer you about those lines I just talked about. I think Bob would try to push himself with Knight playing. Look at Propeski is going to be there. He's going to play 40 games. Spencer Knight is going to be 35. Maybe Propeski will go 35. He's going to be an average of 260, 270 with a save percentage of 9.905 maybe. But Fleury is going to win 6-4. Fleury is going to win 5-3. He's going to have a bigger number as a stat, but probably will be fine behind the net. Do you think he's going to have a chance to Alden Calder? I don't see this yet. You have too many good defense players in NHL right now to get that trophy. But he's going to be the top 5 over there. But to win it, I'm not sure yet. But he is going to be, you have a chance for sure. But to win it, I think it depends what. The problem of, example, Caulfield Michael is going to play 15, 17, 18 minutes with Montreal. Lundell is going to play 12 minutes. That's the problem he's going to get Lundell to win it and to make sure he can win it. Because the time TOIs will be low about that. He's not maybe not play on power play. What are your top 4 favorite WHL team, Caden? Prince Albert is a good one over there. I always loved Everett. That's because of Michael. They always produce a good player over there. I love Parkland Winterhawks because Mike Johnson is the coach over there. And then after that is, the WHL he's switching everything up and down, right? Calgary Edmonton is another one. I put top 8 over there for sure. I remember in backup first season he played on the 4 line. They all go from there. Overall, right now in the world NHL top worst. Right now is the Buffalo Sabres. They are the top worst over there. I think right now Anaheim is going to be another bad over there for sure this season. Arizona worse like Buffalo. They are one that's not great over there for sure. For me, Caden, Florida as Rangers, I don't know. Michael, you was talking about the WHL junior, I think. Do you think Tampa will be again, coach? The last team went 3 times, guys, is 1984 with Islanders. Now, they have the potential to repeat. It's just so hard to repeat. They have a great goaltender. They have a great defenseman, a top 6 over there. Can they do it? I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Exactly, Michael. Zenit Gammon, directly from Montreal, in the house. How you doing, Zenit? Great to see you, buddy. Hopefully you have an amazing, great Sunday, fun day morning. Coach, if... Johnny, that's a funny one. Coach, if Anton and Alexi end up starting the season with the Panthers and the NHL, what line would you put them? If Anton and Alexi, they're not going to be more at top line, third line, 4 line. Night for the goal there. That's possible there. That's a great chance right there. The only when you have a better chance, he get 35 goals, then I think he's going to get a seat. Yeah, no problem, Michael. My first team are Oilers, Flame, Edmonton, Ducks, Boston, Dallas, Abs, and more, but not Caps. All right, Caden. I did not follow up with NHL, WHL, but Coach, do you think you have any favorite for the professional league and Sweden or Russian Finland? Coach, do you have any favorite team? And I always love Modo, and the Sweden link, Sweden over there. That's a good one. Russia, but you know that the Avenger, whatever they call it, the second name over there. I always love that team over there. Finland is different. You know, Finland, the Liga league is pretty good over there too. But, you know, I prefer follow the players at like one specific team to be there. Adam, see you tonight. Hopefully you have an amazing, great Sunday. Always I have a pleasure to have you, buddy. We miss you. I know busy with school. Hopefully you're going to be ready for the upcoming season. Weeks, and ready for your student. Please keep update. We will see you tomorrow night for sure, or tonight 9 o'clock. That'd be great. Thank you again for your question and all the people part of the show right now. We have 19 likes. We're still missing 1 likes. I need 1 likes before we go. Yes, Gideon. An additional 18 minutes over the salary cap this scale for Tampa Bay. Pretty well. I just woke up. Happy to see you live. Thank you so much, Janet. Hopefully you have a sweet dream, and hopefully your family is doing well. Do you see Edward Basel returning to perhaps Quinn Dursley? I think Anders Lee is 25. I think if you talk about Anders Lee, 25 goal, that'd be a good place. Today is Ken Dryden. Yes, sir, Johnny. That's right. Drafted by the Boston, but somebody gave him a couple of times. Ken Dryden. Yes. He was drafted by the Boston Bruins, never played for them. He got him. Happy birthday, Ken Dryden. I agree with you. And those are the last legend dynasty, so tough to do. Edmonton's Ray Ox Tampa was close. I think Edmonton have a really dynasty over there. I think Detroit have a special dynasty over there. I think the Hawks, I cannot call it as a dynasty. And Tampa have to wait what could happen. And I would say to you why Detroit got it, because they make a couple of Stanley Cup back-to-back, everything like that, and also the same kind of player. Chicago was too far apart to get the dynasty, and then Tampa are not done yet. But Edmonton, they're winning 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, then they lose, then they come back. And that kind of area with Gretzky, Messier, and Coury, Anderson, Fuhr, Kevin Lowe, and those kind of players, I think that's the reason I said I mentioned them as a dynasty to be necessary. Coach, it's crazy because we have been getting players for the team they count about the Panthers, my friend team in Finland, and TPS or LSK. Yes, Coach Anthony, I agree with you about that. TPS is a great organization, everything like that. People are comparing Lundell to Backstrom. Backstrom play with Pablo, Ace Lundell play with men. I would not consider Backstrom as Lundell. First of all, Backstrom come for the DU, Denver University. Study, came late, older as an NHL, didn't have a great chance on the pursuit with for the Panthers because you have to learn to play with the men. There's the player I'm looking for the Chicago next season. Can he go through? Can he finally have a chance? Can he reach his expectation? What the Panthers was thinking about him. But a great point about that one over there by the monkey about Backstrom. See, Bob has another bad season. Could you see him moved? Is not really. The problem with that is nobody would get him. And he's still too early to get that. At 35 years old, that's what the rule's changing. And that would be another, 3 more years? That's the only thing you're going to get Bob all the way. I don't expect to have Bob a bad years. I expect Bob to have a little bit higher stat, but I expect Florida is going to win. They have too much offensive about that one there. But good comments, Michael. Very hard to create a dynasty today with a salary cap. Absolutely right. You nail it. You know that. Yes, I know it's from John Giga. Coach, for you, Coach, who is the most underrated team to win a Stanley Cup that young NHL fans forget about? Coach, who is the most underrated team to win a Stanley Cup that young NHL fans forget about? So the team already win that Stanley Cup over there. Um, I think the 2010 Chicago was the one what nobody expect from Chicago to win it. I think the St. Louis Blues, it was something what nobody expect to win. I can mention two teams right there, to be honest with you. The Dallas have to go all the way in 2000, the beginning of 2000, 1999, with Brett Hall, everybody like that. So I don't think so. They was very young about that one there. But Michael, yeah. Again, I see the comparison to Andrew Kaptar, Gabriel Lestegard. Oh. That's a big piece of the puzzle right there. I'm not sure yet. Potential? Possible? But you talk about one of the best top 20 players in NHL. I'm not sure he can make it yet. But he had the potential. Beside Orvis, but I think right now you have to think about Bobrovsky. If you talk about the team, if you talk only about forward, you're absolutely right. Who will you compare Knight to? I don't know about the style, but you have to go thinking right now as like almost like Carey Price, almost. Marc-Andre Fleury, those kind of number about that. He's going to be great. You have to top the top 10 great goaltender at that moment. Can he reach it? I'm not sure. But he has all the full potential to be that kind of players. He was one of the best goaltender go through the program USC team, guys. That's how Knight he was good, to be honest with you. Yeah, I saw that bottom monkey after that. It's a big name to surprise, right? But you have the potential to be like him. Odukare get me everything. No problem, but I got it. Is this kid playing for USC in the Olympic coach? I'm an Islanders, but I like watching him play. You talk about Nick Suzuki? No, they are from Canada. Both of them. I'm telling you, skill, I would compare Spencer Knight as the two-pin Bishop or Johnson. Not at all. Better to them. Better to them. Quiz tonight, coach. Yes, sir, John. Will Knight end up the number goalie by season? And I would not be surprised. The reason I said that guy, if it was Dominic Charm, I don't think so he will do it. But because Canville don't really care, if Knight perform, it will be that way. It will put him as a number one. Would you prefer Lafreniere or Knight? Good question. Yes, Rusty. Ryan and Nick are Canadian. Would you have Lafreniere or Knight? Honestly, Bud, it's a good question. It's a good question, first of all. Thanks for asking. Second is like it depends what is your team? What kind of team do you have right now? What kind of thing? Now, it's generally questions that if you have to start a team, who do you prefer to start? Who do you prefer? And I would say I have nobody in my team right now. I would prefer to have Knight as a goaltender right away. Does it make sense, my answer? Let me know. Better I'd be quiet on the trade market. Because you have a good teams. And now he's looking for a second center. I would not be surprised he does a mega trade at some point, but it will depend. And if he's trade for the second or the third center. And I think he will see what Poland look like, Kokanemi look like at the training camp. But we'll see. He knows his team right now he's about 14 to 18 in NHL. Montreal Canadiens right now are not the top 15 in NHL in my book. More 16, 17, 18. I'm coming with my power ranking in the next couple of weeks, but that's the reason he doesn't want to destroy the team right now to get something, and then they have to start over. That's the reason I think the patience is the key right now, and see what they look like at the trade deadline for me. But I get completely maybe wrong. You never know. Coach asked this question on the stream, but who has the last player in the NHL to win both the Rocket Richard Trophy and the Selke Trophy in the same year? Oh, it just happened? The only thing that comes in my mind is Fedorov. I could be wrong. Yeah, ab center is Nick Suzuki. They are playing for Canada, but they are too young yet to show up in Canada. I don't think so. He would make it yet. Nick Suzuki for the upcoming Olympics team right now, but maybe the next 4 years in 90 and 26, you have a chance. Nick Suzuki have a chance. I'm curious about Ren Suzuki, how he's going to develop now with Carolina. But great question, Rusty. So, Anthony, to answer you, I think it could be this part. We still have 19 likes. Why are we stuck at 19? Just kidding. But it's still 45. We're hitting 2 hours of early morning. That's pretty amazing when we did that. Frenchy, the Bruins missed coach. Hopefully, he will come back soon. I don't see him to come back. Honestly, that's over for him. He signed a contract already with his team and overseas. He wants to be home, family, everything like that. When you get so much money at that age, 35, you're thinking about more about enjoy, quality life, everything like that. And I think that's the reason he are right now there. And I don't see him to come back. They're going to miss him. They have to figure out something over there. Charlie Coy, from the inside, from the end turn, they can find that kind of difference. The player singing, I'm not sure about Charlie Coy yet, but it would be interesting. Like Montreal has a problem right now, Boston has the same problem. Do you think Wiggle will do a great year? I think so too, but not like Michael Rosenblatt thinking. Michael see like Wigger, like the referee Norris. But just kidding, Michael. I love you. I think he's going to have a good year, and I think he fit well with Aaron Eggblad. So I think it's good fit together. What I'm looking for, I'm interested to see is Forsling Montour. That Montour with Forsling, that's what I want to see. That would be make it strength for the Panthers. If they perform like they did and Montour can perform better, that satisfies their team over there. The 5 and 6, no matter, right? What's going to be there, like Kudas, everything like that. That's what we mentioned earlier. In our tops are very good. We need a top 4 defenseman over there that will make them better for sure. Coach, is there an hockey like she and other spot as a coach? Hold on. Coach, is it rare in hockey like you see in other sport where a coach has a younger coach that he started to be the coach and willing to be his transplant and he's retired? We have always the older coach coaching the younger coach, right? But it's happened sometimes for sure. Everybody have to learn for the ladder. You have to learn from other places. You have to go American Hockey League and you have your chance, your opportunities. Like Kenville with teachings on one. I think Babcock helped a lot DJ Smith. And look what DJ Smith's doing now. He came for Babcock. And what Babcock teach them is to show up early in the morning, the first one. That Babcock is a work ethic crazy. His work ethic at Babcock, guys, is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Babcock was the first one at the ring every morning at 6 o'clock until 2 p.m. That was his schedule every day, Babcock. I know that. I know the story. But that's what's happening. So you learn for Ken Hitchcock was a great, great coach for other young assistant coach. I think he learned Dallas Aiken learn a lot from him and everybody like that. So that's what is happening. I think hopefully I answer. But the NHL new report in the house this morning. Thank you. Here we go. You become the number 20 NHL. Thank you to join us. What was looking for 20 this morning. Yes, we are in the locker room. The Edmonton Oilers. About this part over there. We just did the Stéphane Richer flashback you missed this morning. Anthony Mazur is Ingela. Can a defenseman win the Selke? Really be hard onto that one over there. I think now the Selke is more about a two-way center where you can do a lot of points, but also you're great. Like Barkov, right? That kind of put pressure around. Did a good both ways. He's on that. It's really hard for the defenseman to get that Selke, unfortunately. It's not like he was before in the past where you can find those kind of defensemen win the Selke, but not anymore. I believe it's going happening. So that's happening about that one over there. Talking about coaches a few minutes ago, I want to mention this, and I should start the show like this one. I did not start this show with this one over there. But I want to mention today the pass away of one of the great college football, Bowen over there. He was the icon for the FSU, Florida. I learned a lot from him as a coach. I love to read books, guy, about coaches. From Wooden, for Lombardi, to Maxwell, to Gordon, to coaches like Edwards, like Donji. I eat books of coaches. That's what make me better as a coach, because I learned from those what it takes to be a great coach. Unfortunately, not. Pete Carroll is another great books to read about. Coach K for Connecticut. Pat Schumacher, coach for basketball, is another great books to read. If you want to become coach, that's what you have to learn from those people. What he did in the past. So we turned out. Can your defenseman was Coach, you're amazing. Thank you so much, John Gregor. I appreciate a lot. Very kind from you. Is Bobby Orr the best defenseman all the time? You know what? It's funny you asking me this question, Bob, because compare for me is so difficult. I hate to compare players. Why, coach? It's easy. No. The time they play, it's not the same. The quality equipment is not the same. The time they play is not the same. Every 10, 15, 20 years, they are not. Like what Gretzky will do right now, what McDavid will do in 1980s. You cannot compare like that. So I don't like to generate like players all forever, right? I would say to you, Bobby Orr was maybe one of the best defensemen. Is it the best? Some will say yes, some will say no. And I accept this. For me, I would classify him the top two defensemen, maybe the best one, but I don't like to because other defensemen did well. What he did him well is change the game of defensemen as puck mover, offensive side, right? He changed that. Unfortunately, he never put the number because his injuries with the knees, but he changed the game for defensemen. That's what he did. And then Paul Coffey carried on that one after that. He changed the game more, and then you can go all the way. So I think that's the best, maybe close to be the best. Absolutely, but the monkey, like we see, I know Tab said is absolutely. Like I said, he's not. I don't disagree with you. For his generation, when he played, was the best for. Of course, he was, and he may be the best, but I would classify him the top three over there for sure. Who is the best channel? Yes, John Gregor, Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh have two great books to read about how he built the culture of San Francisco 1999 Niners with the quarterback, Joe Montana, Steve Young. He explained what he was, his philosophy, how he bring that offensive shotgun, whatever they called it. I love the way I read this book. Great John Gray got to mention this. Great. Wow, I did not realize he passed away. I knew he was sick, American friend, and I respect Bobby. Yeah, Bobby passed away at 92 years old. He wrote a letters in August. No, we are in August. I'm sorry, in June. It was the final. It wasn't the final for him. He knew he would never get out of that situation. And he wrote the letters about, his wife, his family, his kids, children, everything like that, and for the fans, for the football team, everything. So, look, people build their own dash, their own legendary of what they want to become. And you don't have to be Bobby Bowden to become your own dash. What you want to people be remember. You have an opportunity every day to create an impact for the rest of you. Every day you can create an impact. You and me, you right now watching me, listening to me, you have one thing we have same in common. We have 24 hours every day. That's what we have in common. Both of you have 24 hours. The key is how you're going to spend your 24 hours. Some sleep 6, 8, 10, 12 hours, 14 hours. But if you sleep 6 hours, you still have 18 hours to make the best of what you want to be. And that's why you're going to play that 18 hours going to make its friend in your life. This is all to you. It's not about me. It's not about this guy. It's not about other guys with it. It's how you want to spend your 18 hours. And you said, no, coach, I need to sleep 8 hours. I would say to you, just sleep faster. That's it. But 6 hours, 18 hours, on the 18 hours, take 1 hour about yourself. Take care about yourself for 1 hour. Whatever is reading, meditation, go to gym, health, everything like that. Read books, write in journal. That's the first hour you have to do. Pray, whatever you want to do. Then 17 hours, take another hours. Do something you love to do every day. Like you have a passion about what I'm doing right now. Guy, I could be out here now 60 minutes and I'm shut down everything. Let's just love it. I have to go at 3:30 to work. I don't care. I love it. So take hours, 1 hour per day, what you love to do something. If it's to play bowling, play bowling. If you go to beach, go to beach. But take at least another hour. Then you have 16 hours. If you work 8 hours, you still have after that another 8 hours. What are you going to do? Now you have a choice to watching Netflix or to learning about something new you want to become better. This is up to you. But that's all it's about. As some people think PERLINI is going to be a surprise at the camp. He had a great season là-bas. I'm going to hold myself on that one there. I have to show it. I have to see it first. My expectation for him is the bottom 6 over there if he make it. He have better. He increase. He look better. But again, I have to see this at the camp. Johnny, like any fans in hockey, at the beginning of the year, we see the team at the Stanley Cup. We think this kid is going to be amazing. Just for me, between you and me, Johnny, be on the hold about Poland and let him give a chance. But I don't expect too much about him at that moment. If all has played in any extent time, he will have the best stat. It will be so different. Yeah, I agree with you, Tap. I agree with you about Bobby Orr. The only problem about the number about Bobby Orr, his injuries. That's it. If not, you have no injuries like he got. I think he would be like by mile, another direction. Who is better, Pelech or Pulock? Two different players, right? I think Pulock have another advantage for him. He's more defensive players also and carry on more a little bit better. I think zone coverage, Pelech is a little bit better. But Pulock is really the one. He have a number 1 defenseman in any team for me. Pelech would be like a number 2, number 3 in my book. I could be wrong. You're welcome, Tap. Thank you so much. 14. By the way, I'm 14. I want to play hockey. Yesterday, I practiced 3 hours working on the shot. I'm going to keep practicing to be good at playing hockey. First of all, about the monkey, I did not know you're 14, so that's great. Secondly, I would like to know about which level do you play and where do you play. That'd be great to know about this. And for the bottom monkey, the way you talk and the way you analyze about hockey, it's amazing. Same thing like Michael Rosenblatt. Both of you should targeting to become and work in hockey one day, whatever you want, just find your niche or what you love to do. I'm not going to tell you what you should do. Just find your dream. And I will say to you, don't listen to your dad, your mom. I'm going to kill. I don't care. You don't do a dream for your dad, for your mom. You do your dream for yourself. Find what you want to become. People would tell you a lot of things you're not good enough. People will negative to you all the time. Don't listen to anybody. Just pursue your dream. Find your passion, find your niche, and go all the way in. And don't do this for your dad, your mom. I'm sorry, but that's what I think, and that's what the biggest problem. The kids is they listen to their dad and the mom. The mom want to the kids become what they did not do. At the end of the day, it's not work this way. Let your kids to find their own niche, their own passion, and then just love them and support them. If you're a dad and mom, you have a kid, that's what I suggest you to do. I'm not better. I just share it to you what I learned. And I think if people would do that, same thing. If you dad or mom, you have a kids play hockey, let them play hockey. Don't try to be the coach, to be the team manager. Don't try to be the equipment manager. Don't try to be the assistant coach. Let your kid enjoy it. Let your kid to have fun. Let your kid to learn to become a better human being by the hockey. And if you're a kid, don't listen to your dad, your mom about anything else. Just find your niche and your passion about what you want to become one day. Jim Valvano, one of the greatest speech in the world, and ESPN rewards, amazing. V was amazing basketball coach with NC. He was on a great story. His dad was unbelievable. I read everything about him, to be honest with you. I want to wait for a minute. I'm so happy you're still alive. Not a problem, Michael. We still should be gone in 6 minutes, but I will get here lower. I never play in hockey league. I want to play in hockey league. The key by the monkeys, just practice every day. Go skating, go to biblic skating. Just love it. You don't have to become a hockey player in NHL. Everybody go in the same direction. At the end of the hockey, like Marcus Rosenblatt, he's going to be at the beer league one day. We all go at the beer league. But you can learn to play hockey, to have fun, to enjoy it. That's the thing about that. That's the key behind everything. Gregor John, I have the honor to meet Valvano. Wow, many years ago, I agree. He was a great massage coach by a great human being. Amazing, Jimmy. The Jimmy V was amazing. You know, I still have a tears when I'm listening his speech. I'm getting emotional right now because I think you have nothing better at Jimmy V in the world. It's just sad some kind of people like this pass away too young. They have so much could impact the people. I think he was one of the big, he wanted to make a big, he turned around the ESPN awards that night, for the fight for the cancer. I think, what he said, remember? Smile. What's the biggest happy day you can get? Smile, laugh, and cry. But just enjoy it. That's what Jimmy V was. Talk about human being, to teaching you people to have a relationship with your players. He took his player as the kids. Every player he got, he was like, loved them like a kids. His own kids. I know how is the ice skate, just never join a team. It's all right. You can skating. You don't have to play. You can go to rec if you want to. You can play at the rec league if you want to. You don't have to play at the youth travel. It's just at the end of the day, just if you enjoy it, just do it. You don't have to be a best player. It's just enjoy to be on the ice. Just skating. If that's what you love to do, that's it. Many people don't practice at home. That's another story. I thought when I was younger, I was scared of sport. Now I measure and understand how hockey works. Not a problem, but that's the way we do it. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you here. I'm glad you're 14. And that's what it makes us, that YouTube channel, to make me to consider what I'm doing. Whatever, it's not about the money. It's about helping people like you and other people and sharing. Ronnie Odette, Johnny Golden, Enor Tap, Aiden Berger, Michael Rosenblatt, and I can make more and more. Everybody have their own analysis about hockey, and we're not here to be better. I'm not better to you guys at all. I'm not better. I'm just here to enjoy what I'm talking. I will talk hockey 24 hours. I still believe one day my goal, when I'm going to get 10,000 people, right? I'm going to create a marathon of 24 hours here talking about hockey. And the money we're going to get, the donation we're going to get, we're going to give back to Otis. That's my goal one day to get it. When I'm going to get 10,000, I'm going to make a one day, 24 hours. I'm going to invite people, ex-NHL player, like a play-by-play national, and make this, and the money we're going to get is going to go all the way to the Otis, what I really closed about to give as a charity and all that. Can we get there with it? I don't know. We're doing the best we can, Gay. Jimmy was also for the 6 sense of humor. I'm getting a channel. Yeah, Jimmy was very special. Who was the guy from ESPN also with basketball? He's laughing. He lives now in Florida. Jeez, I forget his name. You're welcome, I know that. But yeah, so you know, that's a funny to be like a Sunday fun day live stream special weekend morning, because we start with signature, we start about NHL, we go after that about the flashback, and now we're sharing everything about hockey, and that's what we do. That's what we love to do. Tonight will be a little bit like that. Tonight we're going to talk about hockey a little bit more, but it will be a small tonight show, and we'll go to sharing. Thank you so much, John. Talk about the another breakdown. You're welcome, Bada Monkey. Pleasure. Thanks again. I appreciate that. I like long stream. Yes, Michael. We do the more. You know, the morning is Michael roll. He want to roll it, and I'm not thinking again, Michael. It's just like you have to go back to work. Me, I'm free, so I will like. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much, Johnny. I think we'll be shut down. It's 12:59. I look forward to you tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I wish you an amazing, great, blessing afternoon. And if you can be here tonight, that'd be great. If not, I look forward to you tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, with my co-host, Michael DeVillano. And I wish you a great, great day. But before we leave,
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. You are awesome.
thank you so much, everybody. You make this show better because your quality of your knowledge about hockey, but the quality, the respect each other make us better every single time. Have an amazing, great Sunday, everybody.
What do I know?
You're welcome, everybody.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? I need to open my eyes and get a touch of that reality. Don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided.